Hello everybody, and very welcome to the Frontline video presentation. My name is Dave Connolly, Managing Director of Frontline, and with my colleagues Marcus and Seamus we're going to run through facilities management and energy management and our approach. The focus areas are facilities management, that's computer-aided facilities management, which is applied to physical assets with the objective of providing the required level of service and control in the most cost-effective manner. And secondly, energy management, efficiency, targets, control and real-time management. Our Frontline energy model allows us and our clients to reduce cost, reduce carbon footprint and improve site management, thereby increasing operational control, facilitating organisational energy procurement, improved document control and leading to sustainability. A byproduct being a significant reduction in energy consumption, significant improvement in asset uptime and significant improvement in technician productivity. I'm moving now to the facilities management or CAFM solution in the first instance. The target is to improve operational capability. The following examples are relevant with regard to facilities management in most organisations, and this is all delivered through the transition to the Frontline computer-aided facilities management system. I would now like to hand over to my colleague Marcus, who will bring us through the facilities management module. Marcus.
Hello and welcome to the Frontline Energy demonstration. What we're going to do now is take you through the CAFM website and phone app to show you how both aspects function. What we'll do first is show you a dashboard screen which shows you the amount of work going on at the moment, the workers currently working and the number of jobs completed. These fill in automatically as work is completed and of course can be filtered as needed. Then we're going to look at the mapping screen. The mapping screen allows you to track where your people are at any given moment. As you can see currently, for this demonstration, you can see a number of users based in Dublin. The green one is the unit currently online, which is Engineer 1. We can also see two others around Dublin. This means that you can assign work to those workers as you need to, selecting the most appropriate worker currently available. The other primary aspect of the system we need to look at today is the asset management section. This allows you to see the assets, their location, and any other attributes about the system. For example, we'll look at an electrical distribution board and you can see all of the different aspects of the system, its technical aspects, its location, its manufacturer, and even a picture of the item itself if you wish. This information is also available on the phone, as I'll show you now. So on the phone, we'll search in the asset management section and we'll simply do a simple search looking for our asset. Our mains distribution board is here. We tap on it. As you can see on the phone, we have the same information, including the picture. Any of this information can be overwritten. For example, we can change the size from a 16 chamber to an 18 chamber. That information will then be saved to the PC and available for people in the office. There's many other aspects we can do from here. Should a worker arrive at this distribution board, they can also choose work to be done. For example, plan preventative maintenance. If we tap on the phone, create a job for it, and now we can begin work on this. So we'll start our job. The red indicates that these steps are mandatory, black are optional steps. We have to confirm a permit is issued. We can confirm we've signed in. As you can see, the tick then turns green. This indicates that the information has been synced. We'll then confirm our permit, confirm we've signed in, can do our health and safety checks, so we'll indicate the personal protection equipment required. And then we'll go back to the main menu again. Then we can work through the workflow itself, answering any questions that are required. We can, for example, confirm the equipment has been isolated, confirm the fault finding has been done as per the procedure documents, and so on. Having done all of that work, you would then enter the next service date. So let's say it's 11:15, in July 2014, and then we can finish the work. This information is recorded in GeoPal in the job search section as well, so we can go back and look at the work done as it appears. So you can see on the screen that the work is now available to be viewed, and the information we entered is all recorded. The address, the asset it was recorded against, and any of the work we did. We can also click from this point directly onto the asset, and from there view our audit trail, which shows us all of the work done on that particular asset over the period of time. Every recording of every scan, every job done. This way you can track all of the work done on a particular asset at any point in time. All of this information then can be viewed in detail by clicking on the View job, which allows you to see any additional information you may need. So now we'll look at the asset tags which are directly affixed to the equipment itself. In this case, I have a tag which has been associated with the distribution board. When I scan it with the phone, you will see the phone go ping. This opens up the details of the asset on the phone. All of this information is available offline, so no connection is needed to view any of the information. And we have the same information available on the website, the make, model, manufacturer, and so on. And we can also access the picture of the asset itself and update it if it is no longer appropriate. So now let's look at another asset. This one is keyed to allow two different work types, both planned and reactive. So if a worker finds himself at a pump, for example, and it's not working, they can pick the reactive maintenance workflow. This will open up, be associated with the asset because we've scanned it, and then we can fill in our task as before. These workflows can be modified and changed as appropriate to make sure that the appropriate actions are captured. And we'll finish that one. Right, let's take a photograph. So we'll take a picture of the tag. We can then indicate on the tag where a problem may be by annotating. This is very useful when indicating where a problem may be with a particular asset, particularly circuit diagrams and that kind of thing. And then back to the main workflow, and we'll finish our task. Now, if we switch to the laptop, we'll be able to see this particular task done on the laptop as quickly as that. We go to our reactive section and look at the reactive task. We can scroll down, view our picture, complete with drawings. It's a very useful way to inform the office of what's happening and to make sure that the right thing is done. We could also output all of this information into Excel or into PDF files as needed.
I now move to the second area of functionality being energy management and the Frontline Cylon active energy solution. At Frontline, we seek to improve energy management, and the touch points include the following. Using the Cylon active energy solution, we can deliver these important improvements. I would now like to introduce my colleague Seamus, who will lead us through the active energy module. Seamus.
Okay, I'm going to give you a walkthrough of the Cylon Active Energy Manager, and I've just signed in, and once you sign in, this is the first view you're presented with. What we're looking at here is this particular building, which is the Cylon headquarters, and we've got a number of energy meters within the building. So we've got some electricity meters, gas meters, water meters, and this system can monitor any utility essentially within your buildings. What we see here is the meter profile for our main energy, electrical energy meter for yesterday. And down at the bottom we see the total energy consumption was 407 kilowatt hours, and we can also see the CO2 emissions associated with that and the cost associated with that. To navigate around the system, I can easily just click and I can move through days, and if I want to go to a higher level, I can go to view weeks and jump up again, and I'm looking at the month of May so far, and I can click again, and in a few clicks I can see the total energy consumption for the year to date up to the last 15 minutes. If I open up this folder here, I can look at the data in different ways. I can look at it in line graph, and I can also look at it in this view, which is quite useful, which is called spectral analysis. So what we see here is our weekends are blues, where typically we have lower energy consumption, and this is our weekdays. In this particular period, we had some excessive energy consumption here and here. Because I've got additional metering within the building, I've got more than one electrical meter, I can now look and see what the culprit was that caused this energy consumption outside of normal hours. And if I click on my lighting, you can see that we did have lighting that remained on outside of normal hours. The next feature I'm going to demonstrate is the meter comparison view. So I'm now going to select my chiller, my services, and my sockets. So these are the main sub-meters within my building, and it plots the meter profiles, in this case over the month of March, in the same graph, and it shows me the breakdown of the energy consumption throughout the building for the month. I can also show this information as a pie chart, and what this view is good for is illustrating the major energy consumers within the building over this period. So you can see that our sockets used the majority of our energy consumption. What I'm now going to do is overlay this energy consumption with a target. What we see here is a comparison of our energy usage against the target, and we can see days when we've consumed more energy than the target. What the system allows us to do is to identify when we've used more energy than we expect, and we can also get the system to alert us to those events. If a meter has generated an alarm condition, it can be viewed over here on the map feature. So we can easily see that this particular building has 2 meters with alarms associated with them, whereas this one is in green and has no alarm conditions. There is also a full audit trail of the alarms on the system. So anytime a meter enters an alarm, it is recorded on the system, and the alarms are also dispatched to notify the users via email. The next feature I want to show you is our customer report feature. The customer report feature allows any view that you see in the web interface to be formatted into a PDF report that can be then dispatched automatically to interested parties. Once the reports are configured, they can be automatically scheduled to be dispatched on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis. We can also schedule the sharing of these reports, so I can share this report with any stakeholder within my organization. Here we have a report that was automatically generated. It illustrates how our lighting performed over the previous week. So if I go to the next section, we can see our usage in the green bars and our target, which are the red lines over the week, similar to what we saw on the web program. And once that report is configured, it's automatically dispatched to anybody I choose within my organization. What we see here is a public energy awareness display. This would typically be placed in a prominent area within the building, perhaps in reception, and it can be used to encourage staff and users of the building to be more energy conscious.
I now move to the building management desired structure. And Frontline sees that this as the central control centre or hub. Within that we have 2 streams. The first is to do with the Frontline computer-aided facilities management suite of services. Secondly, and in conjunction, we see this as utilising the Frontline active energy solution. Frontline has a strategy of delivering these solutions which cover two strands but delivered as part of one logistics exercise. Strand 1 incorporates database upload, whereby the Frontline computer-aided facilities management software is activated. Secondly, the Frontline active energy module is installed and activated. And thirdly, the timescale for this is anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks, depending on the framework and the geographical disparity. In Strand 2 then, Frontline focuses on the facilities management and also the energy management and project appraisal objectives of the client, typically working with the client over a 6 to 12 month program. Finally, to the key database headings. Briefly, these encompass site and infrastructure, room level information, plant data, heating, ventilation, air conditioning, electrical, building management systems, building details, for example, room size and location, room capacity, room occupancy and utilization, room access, room perambulation. Also analysing and capturing the integration of digital imagery, mechanical and electrical systems, location details, and other important data such as building performance data, heating systems, condition information, and finally risk, fire and health and safety information and energy performance certificates. Finally, on behalf of myself and my colleagues, we would like to thank you for your interest shown in our facilities management and energy management modules.